Hey, this is Phil Lilly. I'm on Lake Taneycomo. This morning, it's Saturday the 13th of August, 2016. I boated up here just below rebar. They're running half a unit of water. It's a little tricky getting up here, but not too bad. As long as you keep it up on plane and stay in pretty deep water, it's not too bad. Wanted to come up here and throw some 16th ounce jigs. See if they like them up here as much as they do around their dock. Using 2-pound line, I've got a brown and white 16th ounce jig on. Using 2-pound, it's Berkeley Trilene XL, getting clear. There's no wind right at the moment, but there was some wind coming up, stretches. There's several drift boats up here fishing. And some people trying to wade along the banks. There's a few up here, not very many. So far, I haven't even gotten a look. Now there's a look. Did not bring a net this morning, so these fish are going to come in slow. These are not the fish I've been catching off the dock. These are going to be quite a bit bigger. And I want to try throwing a dry fly while I'm out today too. I think I'm probably going to break off some jigs on this 2-pound line. Okay. That's 15-inch fish. Oh, Jackson, you want to... You got me all wet. These fish have been seeing a constant flow of midges this summer. Don't know why. Some periods of time the midges are thick, but they're the thickest I've ever seen them. And they're all, from what I've seen, they're hatching in the evening and at night. Some during the day, but not as thick. And those fish, they're not necessarily coming up and taking the dry that's on the surface, but they're eating a lot of larvae that's swimming up. Get away from the bank a little bit. And although this jig is a lot bigger than a larva, it's a pretty good lure if you're not fly fishing. It's a pretty good lure to throw to these fish that are eating midges. There's a bump. Missed him. Another bump. I'm not fishing this jig more than 3 feet under the surface. Of course, it's not real deep up here, but even at the dock where it's 10, 12 feet deep, we're fishing it close to the surface. It seems like that's where those fish are hanging out, especially on a cloudy day like today. That's why people that are fishing jigs and flies and whatnot under a float are doing a little better than the ones that are fishing bait on the bottom. I'd quit on that one. I've heard that there are a lot of small stockers up here below the dam. Somebody said they were catching a lot of them. There are also a lot of big fish up here too. A little bigger. Boy, he's fat. Oh. Gone a long time without a fish. Had a couple bites, but it's a long stretch. I'm down by the boat ramp right now. A little deeper water. I was fishing kind of over on the shallow side because I like to fish this jig close to the surface, and shallower the better. All right. Now I'm fishing it a little bit deeper. Nope, just another bite. So they're liking this little deeper water. They're not up in that shallow water. still up on the shallow side. I'm not in the channel, which is behind me. Pretty good, how you doing, Stan? Came back and hit it. So far, not catching anything huge. This one's not a bad one. He's fat. Getting them all right in the nose. I think I might go back up. Starting about the rocking chair hole, and I'm gonna fish the middle. Out in the deeper water, I've put on a 3/32 ounce sculpin ginger jig with a brown head. Still using my 2-pound line. The stretch between rocking chair and the boat ramp is really not fishing well for me. And this is usually full of fish. So maybe they're just not biting right now. One thing I've noticed is that drift boats are not here in this stretch, and they're, you know, they fish this water every day, so I guess that's an indication. They're all up above or they're down below the boat ramp. Ooh, saw him take it. Well, as soon as I got down in a little deeper water. Just above the boat ramp now. That big tree over there kind of marks where the water gets deeper. Not terribly big, but he's a fish. Got a horse fly. He's chasing a horse fly. Doesn't like them. Ow. Man, he just bit me. Did you get him? Did you get him? I think you got him. Jackson's chasing a horsefly. About time I'm hooking a fish. I let the jig sink down quite a ways on this one. Water's about 5-6 foot deep here. Got me wet. Jig's kind of down in his mouth, maybe. No, it's not. It's right there. About 16 and a half, maybe. Big chunky fish. Boy, it's pretty. I like this stretch through here. It seems like you can catch bigger fish. It'll work a lot slower because it's deeper. I'm using the 16th ounce. That brown and white. Line went limp. Almost every fish I've caught today, the line has gone limp. Like it hits the bottom, but it doesn't hit the bottom because it's in the fish's mouth. Get out just a little bit further. It's pretty. I liked showing him off a little bit. He had some orange on his belly. I'm in some really shallow water. Oh, there's a fish right there. Got a number 16 Japanese beetle on. I've got a nice fish that's surfaced several times right here in this edge. Oh, there's another one back there. They're right on the surface. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There he is. Come on. Took it. Trolling motor. Oh, baby. Some nice fish right there. Drift out. There he is. That's a little one. Dang it. I need to stay up here. There's a good school of fish right there. Now I'm just gonna have to go on down and come back up, I guess. That's my first fish on a dry fly. Of course, it isn't a dry fly. Well, it is. It's a beetle. Was a beetle. Doggone it. Oh, wish I had a net. He had a split jaw, like somebody had him with a boga. Eat it. There's another one right back there in the. Ooh, I'll put it right next to him. Come on, come on. Oh, he's going the other way. Get out in front of him. And got him. Golly. He's running. Oh, he's not that big. See if I can not lose my fly. Ah, he's not that big. All right, I want this surface down here, so I got to get you in and get you off. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. There are 3 or 4 eddies up here below Lookout Island that are holding these fish that are feeding on the surface, so I came back up. Down to the first eddy. Oh, I see the fish. And there's one right there. Nice one too. Pretty fish. I gotta drift on down with him. I put a heavier tippet on this on the fly. I don't. Oh, that's a nice fish. Okay, come on. Pretty fat fish. Okay. Okay, started throwing a hopper. It's a number 4. Oop, and you got it. Number 4. It's kind of a tan hopper. I don't know if you saw that take or not. Probably not. I had the boat tilted wrong. You just come up and tasted it. It's a good fish. I've got like 1X tippet on this hopper, so I can horse these fish in a little better. Not as big as the last one, but he's a good fish. Oh God. Boy, he just about Broke my line and I'm right down to the good eddy here. Okay. Nice rainbow. Right in the jaw. Okay, this is my good spot. Oh. My line's all around my feet. I can see him up there. Oh, there's a good one. He is all over the place on the surface. He was chasing the hopper, swinging out. Oh, right on his tail. Ooh, there's a nice one out here. Try one more time out here on this one. Refused it the first time. Refused it the second time. Ate it. This is what we've been looking forward to all year long. But right now, the only place I found them to hit is just this short stretch below Lookout Island. Pretty, 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 pretty. Beautiful.